Hey guys, it's Diane, and today I want to talk to you about something that's been going on for a long time, and I want to save you some trouble. I want to save you some money, and I don't want you to get caught up in this. For forever, people have been trying to buy their way to success. They've been trying to buy the magic leads. They've been trying to dump the right leads into their autoresponder. They've been trying to buy traffic, hoping that if I use one of these services and they send 10,000 visitors to my site, people are going to buy stuff. Now the newest hot thing is tribes, and everyone's been talking about tribes. And now we have services where you can actually join and pay a fee to have people circulate your content around. And in theory, all of these things are great. Being able to drive traffic to your site. It's like, cool, I want traffic, they sell it, it's $100, it's $200, it's $300, it's thousands of dollars, whatever, I can drive traffic to my site. But you see, if those people that are being driven to your site weren't interested in what your site was about in the first place, or if those people, if it's not relevant to those people, you're going to have what's called a very high bounce rate. The people show up and they click off. They're gone because they had no interest in it to start with. If you join a group and you all agree to circulate each other's content, your videos, your audios, your podcasts, your articles and stuff. If people are doing that and circulating your content for the sake of getting their content circulated, it's inauthentic. And so in the beginning, it's very exciting because everybody's clicking and liking and pushing and sharing and all that other stuff. But within a certain period of time, that naturally dies off because people aren't satisfied with the results they got. The people who are being pushed into the content are naturally attracted to the strongest people in the group. So the weaker people get leveraged and get angry. And the bottom line is, you can't buy a following. You can't buy a list. It's not possible. It has to be earned. And this goes down to the core concepts of learning how to attract a crowd and learning the human triggers that cause people to respond and understanding about relevancy. Who is your prospect? What do they want? And what makes them want to look at you? So just because you got 20 guys or 100 guys even that are going to pass your content around, if your content isn't relevant or it's not being passed to the right people and it's being passed with an agenda, it's not going to yield for you. If you're dumping leads, if you're doing this, if you're doing that, if you're trying to buy a list, the list isn't going to respond to you. And time again, I have people come to me and go, well, I figured it out and I built a list and I have 3,000 people. I'm like, great. How many of the 3,000 people on the list know who you are? If I were to call all 3,000 and I said, do you know who Johnny Smith is? How many of them would know who you are? Because if your list doesn't relate to you and know who you are and trust you and like you, it's valueless. It's valuable. You might pop a sale off for somebody who randomly sees something, but the power is in the relationship with these people. The power is in creating a following that will spontaneously pass your content because they think it's great and they want to share it with other people. Guys, if I own a restaurant and you own a restaurant and I just send people to your restaurant because you send people to my restaurant, it'll work for a little while and then it won't because people will understand that there's an arrangement. Anytime there's an arrangement, there's some type of paid situation or some type of, I'll promote you if you promote me. In the end, people smell it, they figure it out, and it falls apart. All you have to do is look at the history of the last 10 years on the net and all the different, things that used to be YouTube. Everybody would get on YouTube and they'd all comment on one another. And, that's gone away. And the outrageous views and the excitement over that's gone away. Recently I noticed that a bunch of people are all hanging out together and giving testimonials for one another. They're just like saying, I like Johnny. And then Johnny goes, I like Mary. And they have these all over their blog. people know that they're not relevant, because as soon as they poke around, they can see that they're not, you know, a testimonial is given by somebody of free heart when they're moved or something helps them. To sit and go, I'll give you a testimonial. If you give me a testimonial, it makes it worthless. So I want you to think about it, because I want you guys to think, not for the short term and not doing what everybody else is doing. Think for the long term. You know human nature. You're a human being. And I want you to really think, are the actions that I'm taking going to yield for me? They may yield for me the next week or 2 weeks. Are they going to yield for me in the long run? Do I want to promote something that I don't think is the best simply because I want them to promote me? And do I want somebody promoting me simply because they're going to get their stuff promoted? Is there value in that? Do I want to give testimonials from people that may not be here in 2 weeks? Do I want my name, my face, my entity associated with stuff that might combust? Really think, guys. And remember, work on your skills, work on your communication skills, work on your copywriting skills, work on your speaking skills. You can't buy a following. You have to earn it. And the following comes from those skills. That's where you get them. Become the best writer you can be. Become the best speaker that you can be. Become comfortable in front of a camera. Become comfortable in front of a group. Do what you have to do to develop these skills, and you will never have problems making money again. Visit me at Visit me at DianeHochman.com, and if you need me, shoot me an email at Diane@DianeHochman.com. Hope this helped. Food for thought today. We'll see you guys later.